Jesus in Me. Hi, I'm Dr. Terri, Children's Pastor for Faithful Central Bible Church. Children, can you believe it? It's back to school time. I know. Where did the summer go? It's crazy. We're in August. It's time for school. Some of you may have already started school. Some of you start school this week. Some the following week. But whenever you start, it's here. It's starting. And I hope you're ready. One of the things that most students use when they go back to school is a backpack. I have my backpack here and it's full of supplies that children usually use for going back to school. So let's see what's inside. I have a folder. Usually we use folders to hold our papers and important things that our teacher might give. There's a notebook. That's important for taking down all of the notes, the important things that you'll need for school. I have my pencils here. We can't write down anything without pencils, so we have to have a nice supply of pencils. So there you are, pencils. And then I've got this big eraser, okay, for erasing all of the mistakes that you might make, or maybe you have just a few mistakes, but if you do make one, there's an eraser. You may need a ruler for measuring, maybe even note cards for taking down notes or using them as flashcards to help remind you when you study your vocabulary or your math or whatever subject that you may need help in. Even a calculator for calculating in math, whatever level you're on, whether it's addition or subtraction, multiplication or division, you've got your calculator to help you. And then I have highlighters in my backpack. That's to help me to highlight or bring out the important things that I don't want to forget. So if I want to go back to something, I highlight it, and that keeps it right before me. Let's see. Oh, I also have sticky notes. Now, sticky notes help me with remembering things, so I put them, maybe you can put them next to your computer or in your room or in the refrigerator. It's just a nice tool to help you remember things, not just inside the book or in your head, but you just need a little reminder. And there are the sticky notes. Let's see what else I have in here. Oh, Dr. Terri has a belt and a backpack. Why would I need a belt in my backpack? Well, children, the belt represents truth. And truth is what we're going to be talking about. The first thing in the next subject that we'll talk about, which is the armor of God. Say it with me. Armor of God. So the armor of God is something that will help us to get through the times that we have to face in life. So when you think of armor, maybe you think of a soldier and them putting on all of this outfit, these clothes to help them go into battle and to fight. Well, we need armor too to fight, but not to fight people, but to fight the evil that's in the world. And so in Ephesians chapter 6, starting at verse 10, it tells us all about the armor of God and all of the things that we need in order to fight the sin that's in the world. So the belt of truth, is the first piece of armor that we need. So you might say, okay, a belt. When I think about a belt, what do I think it does? You guys tell me. What does a belt help with? It helps with holding up your pants. Sometimes your pants may be a little too big, and you put a belt on to help hold them up. Because if you didn't have a belt, your pants would fall to your ankles, and that would be pretty embarrassing. That would put you in a really awkward position. Well, the belt of truth helps you so that you're not put in awkward positions. So what does that mean? Let's talk about what truth is. What do you think is truth? Well, there's one more thing in Dr. Terri's backpack, and that is my truth, which is the Word of God. The Word of God is our truth. And inside of the Word of God, it tells us everything that we need in order to live, in order to do the right thing and not sin or do the wrong thing, in order to treat people right, and in order to share this truth with others. So when you think about the belt of truth, think about the Word of God, because the belt of truth is the Word of God. So as you guys get prepared for school, I hope that you have the right attitude in your mind. I hope that you're ready to learn. I hope that you're excited about this school year. Oh, I know. This school year is a little different because you don't go into the building like last year, but instead you have to sit in front of a computer and maybe Zoom with your teacher and see your classmates that way. But I encourage you to have a great attitude, to know that you can do it. I'm your biggest fan. I want you to succeed. So this school year, we're going to start off with our armor. The first one is the belt of truth, which is the Word of God. And we're going to carry that with us. No matter what comes your way, you open this Word and you get everything you need in order to live, in order to avoid temptation and sin and those wrong things in your life, in order to treat people right, and in order to share this Word with everybody you meet. Thank you so much for joining me, children. I pray that you would like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I'm Dr. Terry, and I'll see you next time.